Hello y'all and welcome back to my channel. So I did a whole probably like 3 or 4 months ago. As you all know, I have been very transitionary right now. I've been going back and forth between Tennessee and Virginia an awful lot, so getting time to do certain videos that require certain things has been a bit difficult. But we're now in Tennessee, we're here, and I'm gonna do the follow-up. A couple of these products I do have like reviews and commentary and stuff on, so anything like that, I will leave that link down below. And I'll also leave the correlating haul down below as well if you haven't seen that already. And today I'm only gonna be talking about like the things that I have used, because there were some skincare items and stuff like that that I haven't tested out yet, and I don't wanna just lie to y'all and be like, oh hey, it's great, and it actually be absolutely horrible. But let's just go on and get into this. That stuff will be obviously haul followed up in a future haul follow up. But starting off with a skincare product that I have been using, this is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Now don't get me wrong, this is nice. This is, you know, it does nice things for my skin. It makes it soft and dewy and glowy and nice. But it doesn't do it any better than my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea spray or my Tarte Ready Set Radiant or Ready Set Glow spray. And those sprays, you get more and you pay less for them. So while this is nice, it's not going to end up being a repurchase, because I have products that pretty much do the same thing that I already know and love that are less expensive, and you get more. These next two are super easy peasy. They have already been in a favorites. These are the Colourpop Just My Luck and Ooh La La palettes. These are absolutely fantastic. I feel like Colourpop has a unparalleled formula. Not even just for the price. I'm talking about just straight up, because the Colourpop eyeshadows outperform, in my opinion, I would say Urban Decay, Too Faced, Tarte, you know, a lot of the high-end ones. These just blow them out of the water. Pigmentation, blendability, wearability, they're just absolutely amazing. Then a product that I did do a review on, these would have released like forever ago. These are the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duos. This one here is in Warm Honey. The one thing I will say about these, I think they're absolutely beautiful. They've got great pigmentation, great blendability, wearability. They look nice on the skin. On the matte side of these things, you want to err on the side of caution, because they are just very pigmented. They do blend out super nicely, but you want to just get a little titchy bit starting out. And then the shimmer side, just as gorgeous. It's got enough back pigment that you can wear it on its own, or just, you know, mix the two together, which is usually what I do, though sometimes I'll go for just one or the other. That was Warm Honey. This one here is Pink Dahlia. We'll do swatches of these for y'all. Super soft. That is Pink Dahlia right there. I apologize for my lighting. This one here is Mojave Mauve, which this is just an amazing formula. They're just so beautiful. By Cinnamon, which is probably my most used. Oh my goodness, just look at that level of pigmentation. That one's gonna go right on the top where it deserves to be. This one is probably my most used color. Just, oh my stars, look at that. Sweet Mulberry, which is having a matchy moment with my hair right there. And then shimmer on this one. This is such a unique shade, and this one you really want to go on a light hand, because this one can get very overpowering very quick. And then Soft Peach, which is exactly as the name would suggest, just a very soft subtle flush of peach going on. And there it is right there. Those are all just an absolutely amazing formula. I highly recommend picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, the whole collection. I have been using them a lot, especially since I've come back to Tennessee, because I did not take them with me to Virginia, and I was honestly kind of missing them a little bit. And let's talk about some blushes that kind of didn't do it for me. Like, they're not bad, but they're also not, you know, when you've got blushes like that, or blushes from Juvia's Place, or, you know, just a myriad of blushes that are so good, when you get something that's kind of, you know, these are the Colourpop blushes. I got a bunch of matte ones. There's this one here. I'm sorry, I do not know the names. Then this one here, and then we've got this one, which basically looks the same. They did look a lot more vibrant online, except this one was pretty true to color. And then I got a highlighter that I thought would work over that purpley pink one to kind of make it illuminating-y. But the matte ones are just like really stiff, really hard pressed into the pan. I really have to like dig and scrape and move my brush around in there to make me get any kind of pigment. And then the pigment that I did get was, you know, kind of lackluster, didn't blend the best, didn't look the best on my skin. So I'm still using them a bit, you know, just to like truly get my, you know, true feelings on them. But so far I haven't really been impressed and haven't really been, you know, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that formula, I'm gonna pull for that. That's not been happening. Then sort of a surprising product that I bought because I honestly just have a problem and no self-control. These are the Lime Crime Softwear Blushes. Now these are like a cream to powder. This one is in Wi-Fi, which is probably my most used shade. Very pigmented. You honestly don't need a lot, and then you blend it out and it's just that beautiful, very sunburnty, peachy orangey thing. They have matte ones, and then they have like radiant ones. This one is another one I use a lot, is Anthurium. It's a very unique formula. Like, I use a brush. I bought the brush that they sell with it, as well as just my Real Techniques multitasking face brush, and that works really well. It distributes the product nicely. It doesn't remove my foundation or anything like that. So formula wise, I was pretty like, you know how I am with cream products, and I was like, well, we'll see if I like these. So formula wise, I was very much pleasantly surprised. I will say though that I would probably recommend the matte ones over the like shimmery ones, just because the matte ones, you get a bit more pigmentation. It's kind of more visible. If anything, I use the matte one, and then I use a shimmery one over top of it if I want that luminous look. But the shimmery ones are definitely just kind of more like this little possibly faint little maybe could be there effervescent going on. So of the two formulas, I would recommend the matte over the shimmery ones. And one thing that I feel like we all already knew what was gonna happen with this, I've already talked about it, I've sung its praises, I've bought a shade that works for me in the summertime. The BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Hydrating Foundation Stick. I absolutely love this stuff. It just does wonders for my dry skin. It is one of the best foundations for my skin and is in my top 3 favorite foundations. It is definitely a much more light to, light medium max. If you're looking for some kind of spackle going on, high coverage, you're not going to get that with this. Because I've been taking such better care of my skin, I have been enjoying a more natural, less full coverage, less high intensity foundation. So this is just, I love this. I absolutely love it. And also from BareMinerals, I did get their new highlighters. I will say I got all of these shades, and I can't remember which one it was. It was the deepest one. That one was just Oh, and it was just too dark. So that one I did end up returning. But only because it was too dark. The formula of these is really nice. I keep saying I feel like BareMinerals is a very underrated brand. Like, they've been coming out with some really nice killer products. It's a very smooth formula. It looks seamless on the skin. I would honestly compare this formula. It's like a mixture between Becca and Ofra, where it's not as emollient as Becca and then not as like light as Ofra. It's like this somewhere in between, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. That was the shade Free. Then they have this shade Whimsy, which is the pale people friendly one. Once again, it just feels so nice, and this is like that pinky whatever duochrome shiny reflectiveness that's probably gonna work the best for me in the winter time. And we might as well get the Sephora products out of the way. I did get 2 of these. These are the Jouer powder highlights. The Citrine one, whoo, I took that one with me back to Virginia specifically so it could be in my June favorites. That one is just, it is an amazing formula. It melts into the skin like butter. It looks amazing. It is amazing. And this one is really pretty too. I think it is a different formula than the Citrine one. It is still really nice. It's definitely one of those shifty, you know, you're not really just kind of naturally glowing. You got to turn and you're getting a little bit of your alien on. But it's still a really nice formula that's very smooth on the skin. I understand that like Jouer highlighters were pretty hyped up for a while, and I was like, Now I understand, and I honestly wish that they had a few more pale friendly colors, because a lot of their colors are like deep dark shades, which is great. That's fantastic. That we need all the representation there, but the formula is so good. I wish they had some pasty shades. And I got 2 of the Fenty Beauty Killawatt ones. This one was her new one in Afternoon Snack and More Honey. You guys know I do absolutely love this formula. Now this one is too deep for me as a highlighter, but what I've been using it as is if I have a more neutrally blush like Tarte Exposed or Makeup Revolution Nude, I will make like the Cover Effects duos and tap a little bit of this and blend the blush all up into my highlighter, and I've been really loving it for that. And then this one here is Girl Next Door and Chic Freak, which is also, I love the formula on these. Now let's talk about some highlighter that kind of blew my mind in a multitude of, for a multitude of reasons why it blew my mind. These are the Black Moon Cosmetics Moonlighters. Now these, the whole aesthetic and the idea behind these is they're inspired by like bioluminescence. So think like anglerfish, moss that grows in the dark, that kind of thing. And y'all know I was down for that. We'll just go through and swatch these. This one here is Shroom, which is kind of, I think, the most like, I guess, natural looking one. This one is more of like a topper or something like that. It's still really pretty. Next I've got Jellyfish, and this is the one that kind of like, just like you put it, oh, like, they're very smooth, not a lot of kick up. And with this one, I mean, it looks radioactive. I mean, it's just so intense and beautiful. Probably one of my favorite ones is Glowworm, because I love me a pale friendly whatever that has that kind of like greeny goldy shift, like kind of like the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting bar that they did for the Mermaid collection, and the Becca Golden Mint. So if you didn't get your hand on that, I would definitely recommend Glowworm. Then Squid is just kind of your like pale, friendly, white, shiny, pearly shade, you know, very akin to Becca's pearl just going on right there. Nice formula, beautiful, great for pale skin. I lied, this one is probably the most wearable color. This one is Centipede, which is just kind of like a bronzy, champagne-y, just, you know, just kind of like a regular shade going on there. Then last but not least is Cat Shark, which is, get prepared for your mind to be blown. Oh my heavens, I mean, just, it's just like swatches and pictures, it just doesn't do it justice. How like literally radioactive these two shades are. They're just absolutely amazing. Then last but not least are two eyeshadow palettes from Makeup Revolution. These are the Forever Flawless palettes. This one here is in Decadent, which is very, you know, modern Renaissance-y vibes. These are really nice. They're not like, you know, they're not Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're not, this is kind of funny because they're not Colourpop, which is funny because Colourpop is an affordable brand and so is Makeup Revolution. But for the money, I think they are really nice. They're really good if you're like interested in a certain color story and you want, you know, to try it out without spending the money on modern Renaissance or something like that. The pans are huge. I love the matte to shimmer ratio on this one. It is absolutely perfect in my opinion. And then this one is in Constellation. This one's a lot of fun because it's got a lot of bright colors. And for being an affordable palette, the bright colors work really well. I would probably compare this formula, the bright colors and everything, to the original Morphe 35B or some of the bright colors by NYX. They tend to be pigmented, they blend out well, they've got pretty good wearability, nothing like too phenomenal, but they don't disappear off your eye in 2 hours. If you're looking for a more affordable palette, I do think that these would be ones that would be worth investigating and looking into. So there we go. That was that haul follow-up. I apologize for there being such a stretch of time between the haul and the follow-up. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have another haul up either before or after. It'll be around sometime. But if it is available, I will leave that link down below as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!